2023 is almost over, and this year we had a ton of new plugins, so I decided to make a top 10 of the best plugins of the year, of course based on my taste. For in-depth reviews of many of these plugins, I leave links in the corner and in the description of this video. So let's start. Baby Audio surprised everyone when they announced they were making their first synth. Well, they surprised me. Was it going to be good as their effects, or was it going to be bad? Well, of course for me it was good, otherwise it wouldn't be on this list. It's emulating a simple and classic synthesizer, the CS1, which became famous thanks to its deep and fat sound. They enhanced it by adding different effects, FM and an LFO, and it can create a lot of nice sounds. I also love the speaker and battery effects. And when you are uninspired or bored, they made a superb randomizer, which most of the time will give you interesting results. I use it a lot, especially to make those brassy synthesizer sounds. There's a lot of discussion about the price, but let's be honest, almost all the time it's going to be on sale. Lines by Audiothing and Heimbach is weird, because the original hardware it is based on is not intended to be an audio or musical effect. If you want a better explanation, I leave Heimbach video in the description, but basically it was a phone line simulator. Whatever does that mean. It does really weird things to audio and it can become a sound generator on itself. I like this one because I find it to be innovative because it's its own thing. It's a weird machine transformed into an effect, and I believe there are no other effects like that. The best part, it has an LFO to modulate many things, creating so much cool weirdness. This year, Devious Machines demonstrated they can make excellent tools for mixing and mastering. Multiband X6 is a deep multiband compressor with multiple modes, deep per bump tweakability, and very well programmed auto gain compensation, and even an automatic threshold, which will give you a nice starting point. It has features like linear phase, oversampling, and sidechain filtering, and 4 different modes to add different characters. You can even transform this one into an expander. Of course, it's a Devious Machines plugin, so it has a lot of creative uses. For that you can check different presets. Drum synthesizers are great, and when the UI is sleek, simple and easy to use, they are even better. And if they are free, well, there is no better than that. This is Thump 1, an envelope-based drum synthesizer that can be used to generate many sounds, from kicks, snares and percussion, to basses, and even some really crazy weirdness. Drum synthesis can be tricky or slow, so synthesizers like this one are definitely welcome. This year UV launched Synth Anthology 4, alongside Falcon, but I still have to play more with that. Synth Anthology has a huge variety of sample synth, from classic to modern. It lets you choose 2 layers of sound, apply filtering, post effects and modulation, which makes it really deep, so saying it's just a sample-based collection is really an oversimplification. You can mix Arturia's Polybrute with the Juno 106, besides, it has a nice recommendation system that reminds me of XO, giving you sounds with similar characteristics as the one you chose. You know I love Clownhelm. They make excellent plugins that are really low cost, and the free versions are always on the top free plugins list. So Tense is no exception. I made a video about the free version not so long ago, and I ended up getting the full version, so expect a review soon. It's basically a spring reverb, a beautiful, versatile, physically modeled and experimental spring reverb. It has 5 models and so many options to change the character and the sound. Metallic, whoosh, tension, filters and even routing. You can program 2 reverbs and then route them separately, one for each side, or you can put them in a chain. What's better yet, this is a stereo reverb and goes up to 40 seconds of decay. I have it on my template now because it can be used on any source. The Jupiter 6 has the fame of being the more dark, cold and experimental Jupiter, despite the fact it was used to make the theme song of Thomas the Tank Engine. Nonetheless, it's a great machine and Cherry Audio did an excellent emulation. Honestly, this was a great year for Cherry Audio. I had so much fun with the Pro Soloist, Harmonia and the PS3300, but I had to choose one for this list, and the one I liked the most was Mercury 6. It gives amazing sounds, from experimental to classic and modern. And you can program 2 layers, letting you go deeper in sound design. Speaking of emulations, Arturia made an excellent job emulating the Roland 303. Not only sounds great and really acid, but it comes with excellent distortion options, modulation sources, effects, and the best part, the deep advanced sequencer. I already did a review and I mentioned it on my V Collection X video, so I'm going to keep this entry short. Sugar Bytes makes unique plugins. One of the most popular was Effectrix, so it makes sense that they make Effectrix 2. You know, I love multi-effect sequencers as it's easy to get glitchy rhythms, nice ear candy, or even breakdowns with them, so I had a lot of fun playing with Effectrix 2. It also has different modulation sources, some nice randomization options, and key mapping to different sequences so you can use that on live performances. Current has a rough start because it almost was subscription only. But Minimal Audio listens to their customers and they decided to go for a rent-to-own system similar to the one for Faceplant. On the surface it looks like other synths in the market, but in reality it has a lot of unique stuff. For instance, it has a chord generator with a really intuitive interface where you can create your own progressions. Spectral and phase effects to change the wave shapes on the wavetables. And the best part is that it has all the effects by Minimal Audio integrated on it. Each one of these effects is really deep, and on their own they are sound design playgrounds. You can get crazy complex sounds by just using the effects while keeping the oscillator really simple. It has a granular engine, 2 filters with weird morphing shapes and stereo features, FM, AM, and more sound design shenanigans. Current is definitely on my top 5 favorite synthesizers right now, so it deserves the first place on this top. But my taste is different than yours, so let me know in the comments which ones are your favorite plugins of 2023. Thanks a lot for watching this video, I wish you happy holidays and I will see you next time. Bye bye!